The Business Report, brought to you with the compliments of Republic Bank. We're the one for you.
In business tonight, Barbados appears to be taking the right steps regarding the management of its debt. This is according to Professor of Economics at the University of Michigan, Dr. Linda Tissar, who is the Central Bank of Barbados' 6th Distinguished Visiting Fellow for the Caribbean Economic Forum. Now, during a recent interview with the Central Bank, she says that working with the International Monetary Fund was a good move and also gave her insight.
I think broadening the tax base and making sure that the tax is somewhat progressive so that those at the top perhaps are paying a little more than those at the bottom. Really taking a hard look at expenditures and deciding where cuts can be made that aren't going to be too painful and again not fall too heavily on people that have a difficult time managing with those government spending cuts. I think all of those things seem to be discussed in a really careful and thoughtful way, and it seems that the plans are in place. There's a lot of reforms taking place in Barbados. It must be a very exciting time.
And Dr. Tissar also shared her views as it relates to more women pursuing careers in economics.
Given how good the economics profession has been to me, I've done a lot of things. Actually, I'm continuing to try to work on figuring out why it is that women are deciding that economics isn't for them and trying to make adjustments in the way we teach economics, the way we organize our classes, the way we describe what we do, and frankly, broadening the set of issues that economics focuses on to make sure that people know that it's really about human behavior and really trying to understand incentives, and there's so many ways that economics can lead to not only a rewarding career, but really, I think, be beneficial for society as a whole.
Local tourism stakeholders are being reminded of the importance of staff training and development initiatives. The reminder from Director of External Affairs and Sustainability for Virgin Atlantic and Virgin Holidays, Nathan Stour. Mr. Stour says that providing staff with these opportunities is critical to the future of the tourism industry.
Investing in our people to be the best that they can be is how you create better people today and how you create the tourism leaders of tomorrow. And for all of you who are out there providing guest care day in, day out, it's important to remember that what you do today is actually just as important as what you'll go on to do tomorrow. Because for the thousands of guests that we bring to Barbados each year, it's the service that you provide that can genuinely make or break their hard-earned, often dream holiday.
Mrs. Stour was speaking during a certificate ceremony for tourism employees who successfully completed the heartfelt Guest Care to Welcome the World program. The training was offered by the Caribbean Hotel and Tourism Association Education Foundation and Virgin Holidays. It focused on customer service and, critically, the importance of diversity and inclusion, as Mr. Stour notes that the market is always changing.
Our guests are becoming more diverse, with different needs, different hopes for their holiday. From more elderly guests, people with disabilities, through to single-parent families, sole female travellers, gay families, and everything else you can imagine in between. You see it all and we see it all when we are taking that booking. And it's all of our jobs to make sure that everyone receives the same warm Barbadian welcome, the same warm Virgin Holidays welcome, and the same friendly, personalised service every time.
And it's time now to take a look at how stocks traded on selected exchanges across our region. There was no trading on the Jamaica Stock Exchange. In Trinidad and Tobago, Sagicor Financial Corporation Limited was the volume leader with 140,257 shares changing hands, all for a value of $1,295,922.25. And here in Barbados, Sagicor Financial Corporation Limited was also the volume leader, trading 23,939 shares at $2.60 each.